Guys, and today I want to talk about Duncan Robinson. He's reportedly open to be traded, the Miami Heat said. They're actually actively pursuing a trade that includes Duncan Robinson. So I want to hear your thoughts down below right now, guys, in the comment section. Do you think Duncan Robinson is going to get traded? If so, who or where do you think he's getting traded? So let's get right into today's video, guys. I'd like to hear those thoughts down below. Like and subscribe for at least 3 videos a day, about 100 videos a month. So let's get right into today. Sorry, I have my headphones in. I'm actually in a Zoom class right now, so I'm listening to my professor talk about the First Amendment because it's one of my journalism classes, but I'm making a video. So, and I'm muted. My camera's off, so hopefully this goes great. Either way, let's talk about some trade partners. And look, I think one of the things that are possible is there's a few teams that could go out there, okay? Look, one of the teams that could go after Duncan Robinson Duncan Robinson has the ability to be an elite 3-point shooters on some nights. And I mean, if he isn't knocking down 3-point shots, he doesn't provide much impacting. So he did have a little struggle earlier in the year, which we all were aware of. So what makes me think is hey, can we go ahead and figure out how Duncan can make this a team feel more valuable with him there? I feel like he's kind of a hard person to trade. I feel like the reason why he's hard to trade is because, look, Duncan Robinson, he's dope. And he can hit the 3-point shot better than anybody else in the, league besides, Steph Curry and, a handful of people. But when you look at him, you have to think about, he isn't the up there as Steph Curry and, those guys. He's, a tier below. And he's still prone to some bad nights or a few weeks of bad nights. And I think a team, obviously, the Grizzlies would love him, but I don't know who the Grizzlies would ship over there. Okay, so when you look at the Grizzlies, do you think they'd be willing to send over Kyle Anderson or somebody else along those lines? I don't know if that's who the Heat even want, a Kyle Anderson. Would it be Tyus Jones or Kyle Anderson? I don't know. Okay, I think it's very a precarious situation that they're in because I don't know what's the best option for them. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What would you do if you were in the situation of the Miami Heat? Who are you trading for? Because Duncan Robinson doesn't provide much defense. On his best night, he can be okay, but again, he doesn't provide much defense. So you have to think about okay, how are we going to do this? I think if you look at the Pacers, why are they going to trade for him? The Pacers are trying to rebuild. His contract is a bit of a deterrent. So they're trying to rebuild. So the Pacers wouldn't trade for him. I just think if you're looking at the Miami Heat, I think it's really weird. And even the Orlando Magic, it's just Duncan Robinson's a guy that you would have to give up one of their good players if they're going to trade him. That's what I'm thinking. If you're trading Duncan, you have to give up one of their good players. And Max Strus obviously kind of has made him expendable. I think is the reason why Duncan Robinson is going to get traded. If you look at Max Strus is shooting 42% on 6.5 threes. And why are they paying Robinson $16 million a year when Max Strus is just as good? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. I think it's definitely interesting. I mean, maybe you trade Duncan Robinson for Buddy Hield and Alex Len. I think Buddy Hield has a bigger contract, so I don't know if that'd work, but it's weird. There's also Ben McLemore, or is it McLemore or McLemore? I think it's McLemore. But he's a guy who's all right, but you'd have to probably take on Robert Covington, which it could be worth it. A scorer and a defender, and Covington and Ben McLemore. I think that one's interesting, but yeah, I think they're just in a weird situation with Duncan Robinson because he's kind of hard to trade. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts. If you're with me or not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is stupid. Maybe they wouldn't do any of those trades, I don't know. I think it's definitely an interesting situation. That's why we're talking about it. Hopefully this video isn't as shit as I think it is. But let me hear your thoughts down below, guys. I will peace out A-Town style. But I don't even know if there's any other trades I could think of. If you made it to the end of the video, I'd love to hear those comments and thoughts down below in the comment section. I have no idea how this video's turned out, so I'm sorry if it's shit. So enjoy your day.